Alrighty, let's get on into it here. So yeah, been doing a bunch on this build, been playing it a lot. Yeah, I don't know, it's definitely more DPS than like, obviously like Righteous Fire, like bosses and stuff go down a lot quicker. But I mean, I got stuff that I gotta get. I did get a nice helm. I still don't have that fully like fleshed out. But I have a decent helm. You know, obviously I had my shield and all that stuff. Decent armor. I still need like the good, like better rings and boots and stuff. Just like, yeah, it's a lot to like cycle through and figure out, you know, if you get this, then you need this on that. I think I do have it so like my boots, I believe my boots and my gloves right now, my rings won't matter, but I don't even know if that's what I want. I think these gloves are good. I think that's what I want. But I just need to get the implicits on them or the enchantments or whatever. And I'm just not even sure. The one build guide I was doing, I don't know if it was like an early start to a build, because I don't think he even had that stuff on there. That's why, like on the helm, I got the Summon Raging Spirits deals 40% increased damage. I figured that's good. So hopefully I didn't waste my divines on that, but I think that was roughly like 40 divines for this helm. So I don't know if it was a good deal or not, but I'm just trying to get this build up a little stronger so I could do a little bit harder content. I don't know if I should be rolling these maps more. I'm kind of just running the ones that I had pre-rolled for my other character, just because it. I know a lot of them don't have a lot of the mods that, you know, like lower your resistance and stuff like that. Monsters gain energy shield. Like I imagine, like energy shield, I don't think matters this build because I think you pierce through that. Withered. I mean, it seems okay. The crit strike, I have defense against that from this. I take 50% less damage from crit strikes. So I imagine this will be okay. They have a little bit more chaos resistance, so it'll be less damage. I mean, it's 91. It's 90%. Let's see if we can get 100 on a roll. Just see if we can get one. Because I've been running these Abyss maps and like, yeah, I'm clearing them fine. And it just, yeah, I'm probably diluted a little bit because of the way the Affliction League is right now. It's like fireworks. It's freaking insanity. Like it makes me almost kind of wish I did play it, but then I kind of don't, because it's kind of, I don't know, if you can just find everything so easily, it kind of ruins a little bit of the like gameplay. Like there's nothing really to work for if you're getting all that stuff. But I don't know, I'm worried too on what it will do once it finally comes over from season to standard. I'm hoping it's not gonna make all the currency that I'm working for right now just feel like really diluted and just kind of like, I mean, I'm sure, I mean, if they don't add the Wildwood to like core, then it'll probably, yeah, at first everything might go down a little bit, but then it'll probably balance out again in time, I would imagine. But I don't know enough about that. I've been in and out of this game ever since it came out, but I haven't been in the game as long as I have this past stint, so this is the most like true experience I have. Plus, yeah, the past couple of years it's really kind of evolved as a game with like the Atlas, and like I think even the first Atlas wasn't even that good, a lot of people mentioned, and yeah, so not exactly sure. I'm trying to just get one over 100 here. This one's 95, good pack size, I guess. We could just run this. Was this reflects physical? I don't think we care about that. Temporal chains, well, yeah, we can't have recovery because we need our energy shield. That's how we cast things. Maybe I should just be rolling the maps as I had them. I don't know. I guess whatever can. Area spell. Express spell damage. I don't know. Maybe I have one rolled that's decent. Here's a 95, and I know it doesn't have any crazy mods on it. Less flash charges, stuff like that. Vulnerability, monster variety. Oh, we'll try this one. And then I'm just running Torment with it because they don't have Abyss anymore in the map mods. I'm just running a Gilded Abyss with some div, some uniques found, and then extra Tormented Spirits. So with this too, we're just getting a bunch of Tormented Spirits. I'm not running Wandering Path, but I have pretty much everything allocated into Abyss. So I just have like all the Abyssal stuff. Oh, I forgot I had this over here. What was I doing this for? It was for Rolling Sextants. I could refund that and get a little bit more. It's like, this is nice. The rares are possessed. If I'm running that. Just because, yeah, I have no magic find on this character. There might be some on a piece, but let's see. The items drop. Possess more guys. And then haunted by additional Tormented Spirit. I kind of want that one too, but what else do I freaking have here? Sorry, yeah, just still running through this. I don't know what necessarily to get. Some of this Abyssal stuff, I'm not even sure. Abyss Mask. Scarab. I don't even know. I guess we'll just run whatever for now. We'll just add that to that. We still have a few more guys, but yeah, I don't know. Just between some of the stuff that I've been doing, I just haven't felt like anything's been dropping all that well. Again, I was running speed runs with the Righteous Fire, and it was just good consistent currency, but yeah, I couldn't really boss or anything. Now I can do bosses and stuff, but oh, we got a Delirium. I'm not even running Delirium, so it's kind of random that this one popped up. Getting okay at the gameplay with this, but I don't think I've run a Delirium here in a while, so. And then I literally just booted this up, so it might be a little laggy here at first. I might even die. I don't know. This is a little choppy. Alright, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out here. This build is pretty tanky though. I don't ever get like one-shotted or anything like that. It's just, yeah, sometimes if I don't catch bleeding in time, or you know, sometimes you gotta just kind of back up. But you do have, I mean, you got a lot of guys. I gotta get my animated Guardian going again. He died because I forget I was running something. I wasn't paying attention and got him killed. But I gotta get the pieces again to run him. That could be slowing me down too, because I know the different things you use for him give you some extra buffs and damage and stuff. Alright, I gotta get warmed up here. Alright, gotta remember to keep all this stuff up and then stay away from like these guys so they don't hit me and take my energy shield, so I can constantly spam. There's a little bit more to this build for sure. Just the Righteous Fire, but alright, yeah, I didn't care about the I didn't care about the Delirium. I'm not even running those, so. Did I hit an Abyss? Is that what we're doing right now? I didn't even notice. It was so laggy and so much going on right off rip. Oh yeah, it was. Well, I might have botched that one, but hopefully we get another one. And then I'm not sure too. I might have to look up something as well about like the spires and stuff, because I know, but I don't know if that's just something that people are doing because of Affliction, where you wait for the spire and then he shoots like a, you know, an attack, and then you kind of wait till he shoots like another one or two more. Yeah, I'm not. Someone was explaining it, but it was like speaking the different language to me. I was like, okay. Because there's so much going on the screen. He was explaining it as he was doing it, but you couldn't see anything, so I wasn't really sure what I'm even looking for, or if that's more like an Affliction thing that they're doing or what. I'm not even sure. Alright, corrupted items. We're just gonna keep rolling this till we get. Still haven't gotten a doctor, so be nice to get one at some point, yeah. And I think that's a big thing too, like ever since I switched this character, obviously I've been leveling her I think she's, yeah, 92 now. Definitely does good damage, but yeah, it isn't as fast as a clear as Righteous Fire, obviously, but it is faster at clearing in the sense that you're killing like everything, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, and obviously I don't have this as much dialed in. I've been playing this for like a week now, not even, so I got a long ways to go before I get it to where I had, you know, even as much time spent in it as what are we doing here, as the Righteous Fire build, which I toyed around with a ton. So got to give it some time, obviously, and I got to get a little bit, I'm pretty good at the build. I understand like how the build's functioning. I understand what I'm missing still and stuff, but I still don't fully understand every component of it, of where, like, yeah, I'm kind of weary on spending, like, I've bought a few pieces now, and like, yeah, I'm trying to buy things that I think are good, but yeah, even spending 40 divine on this or that, it's like, well, is this just, am I going to realize later, like, well, I should have just waited and spent 100 on this piece, because this is going to be like what I really need. So that's where I'm kind of stuck, and I want to make it stronger because I have the currency. I might as well just make it stronger, because then, you know, that's the whole point. I'm just trying to make this build fun and good so I can just do even harder content and hopefully get some better drops. And, you know, once this character's all geared, I don't have another one yet set up that I care to gear, so I would just be, you know, just farming to see what cool shit drops and stuff, and you know, that's kind of the plan right now. So, but I'm just kind of stuck. I don't know what I should be running with SRS. Like, Abyss seems like it'd be good, but I feel like I'm not running it properly because I'm not getting like that great of drops, but I haven't been doing it that long, so I could just be on a bad RNG streak. But if anyone has any direction on like a good thing to run, a good strat for Poison SRS, I'm all ears. Be willing to try it, even if it is a little bit higher end, a little bit higher currency. I don't know. I mean, she's pretty tanky, but I probably want to actually get her up a little bit more before I do like any type of 100% delirium, but I haven't tried it yet. The main thing would be is I got to get my energy shield up. Like, I have a decent amount of life for this character that I don't think they normally have. I forgot what that button was for a second. I don't think they normally have like a ton of health over like 4K normally. I think it's more energy shield, because energy shield for what I'm running is how I cast things, so it's not taking it from my mana, because obviously I don't have a lot of mana because I'm running a lot of auras. Yeah, my energy shield, like, again, when it depletes, I can't cast shit, so I gotta run away and then wait for it to start recharging. So I would like to get some piece that ups the, you know, makes it come back quicker, for one, and then two, just I gotta get it up a little higher. I know this build is also based off of armor, so I know you're going for armor and energy shield, but I don't know if it'd be more beneficial on certain pieces to just go energy shield, so you go a little bit higher energy shield there. Now looking at 2, I mean, thank God I only spent 17 divine on my armor, but it is one of the lower end of the energy shield, where I could probably be getting 100 or so more from my armor, which I think is the primary source of energy shield for this build. So, you know, I kind of figured that might be an issue, but I thought that would just be an issue of survivability. I didn't realize at the time that it was going to be actually utility and allowing me to cast more and more frequently, and, you know, not worry about, you know, getting a couple hits from monsters and then all of a sudden I can't cast anything, and that in turn lowers your offense a lot, which lowers your defense, because a good offense is a good defense, and vice versa. But yeah, still gotta figure it all out. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of slowing down on buying gear at the moment, because I just don't know. I don't know if I'm wasting valuable currency that I don't have, you know, infinite amount of right now. So should I just be playing a little bit more with what I got, see what I can do, see where the real issues are of my build, and then try and you know, just keep watching other videos on people, and you know, keep playing the game, and you know, maybe do a little window shopping, seeing what's out there, what I can possibly get for what, and then, you know, I can make a more informed and better purchase on a piece of gear that will, you know, be noticeably different when I put it on. I mean, that was one thing I heard about this build, is like every piece you put on, it's a noticeable difference. From my pieces, I have noticed a lot of difference in damage for sure, but overall, like, at times it still doesn't even feel like that much faster with the new piece of gear I got, so I'm not sure. Again, I might be getting the wrong stuff. I'm not 100%. But it is what it is. That's part of this process, and part of the game is, yeah, just trying a new build out and just toying around with it. So just having fun playing through it. I can't find a strategy. Like, I was doing Blight. I was doing that for a couple days. I just recently switched to Abyss, and like, it was fine, but I don't know. I was just, anytime I would do certain juice, like, it just, I don't know, it just didn't work right, because I was failing Blights. Other ones I would destroy and I would have no problem, because this build does a lot of damage, but then I must have been unaware of certain mods, and then I would end up losing it, and then you just don't get anything. Plus I had the one Atlas mod where you get the 80% chance for Blight and maps, and I saw someone else doing it, and they were running a bunch of maps and they got a ton of blighted maps, but then I got one, ran it, didn't get any more, ran a bunch more maps, and I haven't even gotten another one. So, and then I was trying to go through Qwerty, I was trying to find more of them, because that seemed pretty good. It was literally just Blight, it's all section off, there's no other monsters, and I'm like, sweet, okay, if I could run a bunch of these, this build was pretty good at them, I'll get better at them, maybe be able to figure out how to juice some more, stuff like that. I don't know if I want to run that. It's like a higher end one, but the resistances, I mean, I'd probably be okay, but can I run this one? That's a lot of damage. I might die. That's a lot of damage. But I don't have to worry about exposure. Poison on hit is a lot of damage. Increased monster damage. Physical damage is fire. Physical damage is cold. This could be rough, but if I get a Delirium Mirror, I just won't even hang that thing. And then, yeah, I'm just burning some more of my additional packs as my compasses right now while I'm just trying this Abyss a little bit. And then, yeah, just running Torment to hopefully get a little bit of better MF RNG. RNGesus. But yeah. Oh, this character just hasn't. I felt a lot luckier on my Righteous Fire, but again, I'm figuring this build out. It takes a second to get in like rhythm with it for me, because it's not just, yeah, I just haven't played it much, and it's a little bit more of a rotation than Righteous Fire. And then not only that, like, I have to figure it out soon to fix this energy shield situation, because it's just, yeah, it works and it's fine as long as you're playing really smart. But if you get like that, like if you just get lazy for 1 second, you lose all your energy shield and you can't cast anything. You just can't cast anything. And it's just a feels bad, man, for sure. I didn't notice that guy was dead. I gotta get my freaking one guy back too. Maybe I'll just, let me see. I can always look these up again, so I guess I can just make him. I wanted to keep him as reference, so if I find him, I'm pretty sure I know what these are though. The Leer cast, like, pretty memorable, you know, items. And then this one, the Crusader. It's like it reminds me of like a big bellied, like, I don't know, like, how was it, Dungeon Defenders or something? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It just reminds me. And then just any kind of boots are fine. You want ones with brittle, if you can find that mod. I couldn't. I did buy these rings too, and I'm just not even sure if that's even what I wanted. They're huge for elemental resistances. I'm guessing that would just like make your guys live way longer. But I don't know. They're pretty cool rings. But I don't know. I got them, and I have to figure out, I think, some of my resistances when if I put one or both of these rings on. So I might have to switch something around with my boots, or I think my boots, I think they still have room for improvement. Do I have all these to 20? Okay, I do have all that to 20%. Just making sure. Alright. So let's run this map. Oh wait, we're still running it. Alright, let me get this guy in here. Alright, back here. Let's get him all hung up. Oh yeah, I gotta turn my filter off because don't show up on this filter. Oh, I didn't save it. Alright, so we just gotta get this. Maybe this will help me a lot more than I realize. I know it's a big part of this build, so if I can keep him alive. If he dies again, though, that's gonna be really annoying. Cause yeah, the specters and stuff, like, I don't know. I got these 2 specters, and they just don't die. They've never died. I don't know if it's because they're super fast. I don't know where I even got them. Like, but they have not died in like 2 days. This guy, my golems died, but they're just zipping around like crazy assholes and just not dying. So I'm not really sure. Oh wow, that guy is fast. Yeah, that's not great. Just don't kill my guardian, please. Kill me, not my guardian. I'm dead. Jesus, what? Yeah, those mods are rough. I don't even think that map's worth running. That is just too much damage. I'm not tanky enough for that. Okay, let's run a different one, I guess. Son of a... Yeah, it's a learning curve here for sure. We'll just run... What is this? Critical strike. Still have chaos resistance. I don't know. Maybe we give it one more go. Maybe if I just play really smart here. I hate to just waste all the things, but yeah, I don't know. These abysses might be like freaking insane. I mean, that guy's freaking insane. Jeez. Yeah, that's just too much damage. That's a feels bad, man. Alright. Let's try and pick something a little easier, I guess. Just roll one of these maps we got here. Alright, we got that. Oh yeah, I'm running Maven too. I kept forgetting to switch that back over. That might be part of my issue too, because I'm not getting the extra MF from those. Because I was trying to figure out how to get this. I was going to do these 4 that I'm missing, the feared and stuff. I'll probably just buy them and do it once she's stronger or something. She might be able to do it now. Just a baseline, just to get them done. But I was like, to find them all, like I've been just running these maps. So literally like my maps, I don't have... I guess I got a bunch of these, but I don't have a lot of the maps that I might need for it. I mean, if it is all 6, maybe I could. I don't know, at the time when I was looking at it, I didn't want to deal with it, I guess, so. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, 75 void elements, disprotection. I know it's less life recovery, of course. Need, Alright, screw this. Just gonna run these maps I already have rolled, because I know they don't have any like crazy mods on them. I don't believe. I don't know. Some might be. Critical strike multiplier, that's fine, but they don't have a ton of different damages. I don't like the chaos resistance because obviously that's making them do a lot less damage with poison, but you can't dodge every mod, otherwise you just say you're forever rolling maps. Alright, I guess we'll get the delirium, see how that goes. Great crown. Dumb crown. Da, 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 da. Da-da-da-da. Oh, did I still have it on Maven? Did I forget to switch it again? I swear I'm never gonna switch it back. Keep forgetting. I remembered, but then yeah, I didn't put the map in yet, so when I went back to it, it probably didn't go in. I didn't feel like I was having this much trouble yesterday. I don't know what's going on. It's the other thing with like new builds, you're always tankering with them, and then sometimes you like get tired and you forget where you left off. You might have like screwed with something before I went to bed or something. Don't really remember. It's really all yesterday. I mean, I was playing a little better too, for sure. This build is a lot about positioning, and then always making sure you have your brand up, because your brand just gives you, it maxes out your attack and spell suppression, so just helps you live. Not only that, again, it's like if you're suppressing less, more damage and stuff, it doesn't take as much away from my energy shield, which then allows me to cast more stuff, because that's basically when you die, when you can't cast stuff. As long as you can keep casting the raging spirits, like see like this, like I gotta just sit here, can't cast anything, so you're just like spamming it, hoping it comes back up. So I need a better chance for this to, or like a quicker rate, whatever it is. Of course, that's a 1-tier. That was a shitty roll, though. Let's go through these quick, because these are pretty easy to go through really quickly. Just basically looking for a tier 1 and then decent roll on it. But these all, like, if you get a perfect roll, like, usually, like, not all the mods are great on it. This amulet sucks. But you can just scour it and just sell it as is. You can get, at least a divine out of them if they're something that's sought after. So I think they're worth going through real quick, but again, some people don't bother. Or they only pick up certain things because they know like what's gonna actually be like specific helmets or rings, belts, stuff like that. I don't know, I feel like I'm taking a lot more damage than I was. I don't know if it's just the mods that I'm running right now, or maybe I got some lucky maps yesterday. It just feels harder. My golem keeps dying. He wasn't dying like at all. I am running a lot of spirits, which makes things harder. Plus, I'm running all the compasses that give me extra packs of monsters, and that makes me take more damage of each type. So I guess I am just making it a little harder than what I was running. When I was running Blight, I don't think I had much on for like Saxtons and stuff. I feel like I'm not playing that well though too. I feel like I'm not coming across like very easy shit either. Hasn't been an easy transition into the day for sure. Could be a little nicer, and then that doesn't help to lag out a little bit. This, like, like, what the hell? Why can't I give me my shit back? And then, yeah, my golem keeps dying. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm reading stuff and people are like, oh yeah, you can run any mod with SRS. Except for the obvious ones, like, yeah, regeneration rate and stuff. I don't know. I think obviously a lot of damage mods is never good. It was back to work today too, so a little delirious from being up all day and working. And it's an easier day today, but just a lot of prep, and we were off for 2 days because of holidays, so we got a bunch of calls right when we opened, just because, yeah, we couldn't get it for a couple days, so it kind of piles up a little bit. Gotta have that purple monster pizza. Yes sir, yes sir. Oh, that was obnoxious. Alright, see if I can play a little better here. Just stay away from everything and constantly cast. Basically, I keep up your haste, which I'm not in love with. I wish I didn't have to worry about casting haste. I don't know, I may try and figure that out later on to get my efficiency up even more. I know there's certain things where you can get like I saw one malevolence, you can get that like 100% just like negated, like no reservation and stuff. So I think I did get a piece that lowered, I think it might have been a gem or a jewel. It lowered my determination 50%. Which helps, and like I'm able to run envy now too, so I'm doing more damage and stuff. But just still, I don't know. I don't like having to have to constantly cast haste, plus it takes, the way this build's set up, it takes life and energy shield to cast it, so. Yeah, I don't know if I'm in a bad RNG streak or what, but just every map I've been running just seems so lackluster. It's just like nothing is dropping. Makes me want to just go back and just do speed mapping with my freaking Righteous Fire. But that's just me being impatient. This is a good build and I don't even have it dialed in, so.
Hey, you're currently listening to 92 Elm on Upbeat.
Just gotta look up a bunch more stuff on it and
download when you upgrade to Upbeat.
You know, just keep saving and till I find a piece that I'm like, oh okay, yeah, I definitely need to get that. Yeah, and I think if I can get my energy shield up somehow, I'm hoping the pieces that I bought didn't make that really difficult without just being out the divines I paid for whatever piece. But hopefully I can figure it out and get it at least double what it is right now somehow, because that would be key for just, you know, playability, quality of life. Not sure. I mean, maybe two. Maybe I even just look up someone else's build, because yeah, maybe this one's very specific to the person's play style, and you know, it's definitely a good, decent build. Like, it didn't take me much to get it going and, you know, start doing t16s, and you know, this isn't like no juice map or anything, and there's, you know, it's 4 compasses and 4 scarabs, you know, with like at least like 6 mods or something. So I mean, it's not like nothing, and yeah, I can, in a couple of days I was able to start doing this, so definitely a good build. Just I don't know if it'll fit my play style in the end, but we'll see. I know the more you invest into this build, they say it just gets better and better. It's just stuff like that. I don't know. As soon as it takes your mana away, I don't feel like I have as much like stun recovery and stuff like that as I had with Righteous Fire, and it just seems like it's going to be really expensive to get this build to where I'm going to want it to be. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I gotta get better at playing it too. Again, I was playing this build a lot better yesterday. You gotta kind of get in a flow with it, like any build. It's not as point and click as Righteous Fire, but even with Righteous Fire too, like you gotta play it a certain way, otherwise it just kind of is lackluster. It's just, yeah, it really annoys me with this right now, with just running out of energy shield. You can't cast anything. And then, like, yeah, my haste is what helps me cast, you know, ups my DPS, and but the way it's set up, it takes energy shield and life to cast it, and it only is, its uptime is only like 30 seconds instead of being a constant aura, which is obviously they're doing that because, yeah, so you can run other auras, which makes sense. It's just, yeah, just right now it doesn't feel the best, that's all. I'm hoping I can get it to the point where it just feels better. It just feels better to play. But again, yeah, if I can dodge around and you don't get hit much, I mean, it feels pretty good overall. You can move around, but yeah, maybe I'm getting stunned a lot. I'm not sure. What am I missing? Neeks, div cards. Divine. What do we have? We have gildeds. I'm not gonna waste that on this. I'm wasting gilded divine cards on these. So I'm not sure where I'm heading with them. Hey, a bunch of stuff is dropping. It's just nothing like super crazy. Okay. So you just gotta be good, move around a lot, and then cast your brand. And the best way is to pay attention to the haste when it's about to come off, or if you just find any kind of safe time where you, it's just a lot of little things to pay attention to. Like if you have like full mana and energy shield and life, you might as well just refresh your haste, so that way you got an extra like 25 seconds. And that's just not muscle memory for me yet, so then like popping anything like this or chest, you kind of want to have your brand up, you want to have a bunch of these guys, and you pop this, so when all this comes up, like, you know, it just wipes them really fast, and you don't have to sit there and take all that damage. But when you do get in a rhythm with this build, it can get through some crazy stuff for sure. Just, yeah, I sometimes push it a little bit because I don't like to just sit back like an old school kind of NECRO play style where you kind of sit behind your minions and just wait. I don't like that. So I'll usually, like, yeah, I'll just go past a bunch and then just summon shit as I go. Thing is too, I noticed with this build, like if you're trying to kill the like any of the heavy HP targets, and there's like a full screen of mobs, like sometimes you have to kind of like jump on or buy, or like you go past like the rare or unique and kind of spawn your raging spirits on them, or as close to them as possible, so they actually hit them. Because sometimes too, like even the boss for Burial Chamber just constantly spawns ads, so if you sit in a corner, they will get the job done. But if you tele over to her and you can get her locked on, like with a good quick burst of your guys, like it'll kill her really like way quicker, and then all the ads stop. Because like, yeah, I don't think the ads can like even drop anything because they're just ads for the boss. So I don't even know if they grant like experience or anything, so. But I mean, overall, it is a pretty carefree build. You know, as long as you're not trying to go outside your bounds. I'm sure once I get them fully geared and feel more comfortable with what's doing what on my build and have a better idea of what I'm investing currency into for making it better, it'll probably feel a lot better. Because yeah, even with this not being fully set up properly, like not yet, it's pretty close. It's got a lot of poison chance. I think I have like 11 and 12 on both my abyssal jewels on my belt, which they're doubled from the unique belt. So that's 23, that's 46% chance, plus then obviously the chance to poison is 40%, so you're looking at, yeah, like 86% chance to poison on hit. So like I have a bunch of the build already kind of laid out the way it's supposed to, like in this build guide that I was following. But yeah, there's still a lot that I'm like missing, and I'm sure he probably had a lot more energy shield than I have, so probably ran a little bit more fluently. But probably actually like regeneration rate is probably one of the first investments I probably should make on a piece, because that's probably even better. Because yeah, whatever, if you burn through it or you get hit, but if it comes back quicker, you can, you know, squeak out some stuff. It just sucks sometimes when it's just like, yeah, you're stuck on like burning ground or something and it just can't regenerate quick enough to do anything. You're just sitting there, just constantly clicking the buttons. Oh, it. But yeah, as long as you have your brand up, you get it just like caps out your attack and spell block or whatever it is. Suppress, attack and spell damage. Blocks that stuff, so it can be pretty tanky. But if that falls off, which sometimes is kind of hard to tell, then yeah. What is this? I don't know if I've seen this one. Oh, maybe I have. Hey, Chaos Wheel! That's something, I guess. Nothing that great. The other thing too, like, yeah, sometimes you don't think of it and you just pop something. You have no raging spirits around, you just get wiped. Why does my golem keep dying? Stop dying, golem. Oh well. Alright, another map. Yeah, I'll have to, gotta figure out a different strategy, something. Not liking this abyss. Probably gotta get this character up a little more too. Probably just isn't quite enough damage or whatever. I do have melee splash support on right now. I did switch to the multi-strike for a little bit, but I didn't have it. It was level, but not all the way. But I don't know, it didn't seem any quicker for like mapping or even really for the bosses. So I don't know, I'll have to test that more maybe once I get my multi-strike to level 20. You know, I got to get a bunch of my gems to 20% quality, all my support gems. Then the other ones, I got to run a bunch of labyrinths, I guess, to get the quality up, or just buy them outright. Either way. So, still a lot of work to be done on this character before I can Not necessarily, I would never write it off, but I might go to like a different build, a different SRS build maybe, and see if I can utilize what I've bought for it so far in a different fashion. Maybe just a little bit different of a setup. It's like maybe doesn't rely on energy shield for casting maybe. I don't know. I don't know if those builds are as good or... I thought this is a pretty clever way to solve the mana issue. But again, I probably got to get my energy shield up a lot higher and then get something that ups the recovery rate. Or, you know, energy shield starts coming back sooner or whatever. Because, yeah, right now I can't cast anything. I think breaches too, like, it slowly, like, damages you or something. Yeah, I just can't cast anything, so I don't get that. And then that makes it like, well, yeah, then you don't want desecrated ground, you don't want burning ground, you don't want shock ground, nothing that does any little bit of damage to you because if it's depleting your energy shield. So I must be missing some, I gotta go comb back through the build. I must be missing some main component that like makes your energy shield just basically you almost never deplete unless you're getting like one-shotted or something. Who knows, maybe I have a wrong keystone or something. I don't think so, but you know, you never know. Let's get these up before we get that. Brand down. Yeah, sometimes this build just, yeah, does a fuck ton of damage. Feels really good. But I mean, I guess that's kind of how Path is. It'll always check you. Whenever you think you're good and your build's all figured out, it'll be like, oh yeah, well what about this? And you're like, ah, fuck. Yeah, fuck me. It just, yeah, it just feels like such a cop out to go like a bow build because it just feels like everyone does that. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. Might be my last ditch before I like put this game down for a while. Is after this, we'll see how good this build gets. But if I can't do content where there's, you know, I'm at least getting like, you know, a divine a map or something, like I don't know. Like just some decent stuff dropping, I don't know if I'll have interest. You know, I might play here and there and just, I don't know. I'm talking negatively. I don't know why. I don't even like mean it like that though. Like I still have a lot I want to do in this game, and you know I'm excited about Path 2, and I'll probably be playing this game still for months. So I'm not saying it like that. It's just, yeah, there's only so many runs you can do. Where if you're still struggling and you know you can't do some of the harder content that drops live. I mean that's the thing too. I know this is really good at bossing, so maybe I should just be running bosses. Maybe, you know, just be buying like fragments and just running bosses and getting the drops that way. I don't know. I haven't, again, my first main character that I got, he's 99, not 100 yet, but he's close. But he was a mapper, so that's all I've really dabbled in. I don't know, everything I've done so far in this game, I feel like I'm missing something, for sure. Because I've tried to juice some maps where I've spent almost a divine on a map. And it just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't look anything like what other people are doing, so I feel like, yeah, I'm missing something. So I've tried like 8 modded maps with over 100 quant and stuff, and had some magic find on my character, and you know, did all gilded scarabs, like, you know, followed someone else's strategy and ran like, you know, 10 maps like that, and just, I don't know. I know that's not a huge sample size, but still, like, it just felt like not enough was dropping on the map compared to like what they were getting, where yeah, I wasn't going to keep dumping that kind of currency into it if I'm running it improperly. So there's a lot to learn in this game, and I mean, I could play it all day, every day. I'm sure I could get there a lot quicker, but yeah, got a pizzeria to run, so I put in what time I can. On my days off, I've been putting in a lot of time in this game, but do what you can. Did I already look at all these? I don't think I did. Just pop them real quick, see what they're. There's something inside me tells me I probably should have done the league. That's all it feels like. I should have never watched any of the league stuff. It's hard though. It's all over YouTube. These crazy explosions and stuff. Should have never even looked. It's throwing me off for sure. Then you just see stuff like YouTube and stuff like, oh, can I make 50 divines from nothing in 24 hours? And I didn't actually watch the video. I don't know if the guy actually did it, but to even be like, even if he got close, like I got an apothecary dropped and I'm like, sweet, like that upped me so much that I'm like, but yeah, man, you just grind every day and go up like, I mean, some days I'll go up like 20 divine or something in just a few hours, but that's usually stuff that I found that finally sells, and yeah, it all does add up, but it just, yeah, it seems slow compared to what other people do. But other people too run with like teams and stuff, and that's how you get a lot of the crazy shit. But I don't know. Hopefully I can find a decent strat for this character, and yeah, just start actually, you know, I want to do something again. Like when I first started the stream, I was doing like the 100 maps or whatever, but I just, ever since I did those, which were simple, one was just Elk and Go, of my favorite maps, and then the other one was 100 magic maps. So it was like, yeah, it was simple, it was easy, and it was kind of interesting to do. But then ever since I've been trying to juice and like up the ante a little bit, I haven't been able to find anything that feels just good to do, other than just, I don't know, just pack the map full of as much shit as you can and run deliriums. Like, that's the only strategy that seems okay to me. Like, but I don't know, maybe I'll go back to that. Maybe I'll look into some bosses. I'm not sure, but yeah, I got a bunch to figure out on this build, but you know, I just wanted to throw a stream in here, show my progress on where the build's at. I'm gonna keep working on it, see if I can find a good strat so I can actually run another like playlist on YouTube and all that good fun stuff. But anyways, I appreciate you guys popping in. Anyone that stumbles across this, hope we had at least it gave you maybe some kind of insight on the progression of this build. It's not hard, but it is complicated. It's not complicated, but it is complicated. But I think that's how Path is for everything. But alright, I'll be back on tomorrow, somewhere around the same time, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.